And there they go, chasing Kira once again, even though he was right under their noses the whole time. He'll probably die before they can get to him with those kind of wounds. Great job, everyone. We solved the case that has been plaguing Japan for years. There's nothing left for us to do here, so let's go home. I must say, I'm very impressed by your skill throughout all of this. You really proved yourself compared to when we first met. Without you, I don't think we could have solved the case. You managed to provide great intel on Light Yagami, and were even able to infiltrate their task force, essentially becoming a mole for us, all without being caught. It is actually very impressive. Most people who become the insider type, providing information for both sides, tend to get caught in the process. But you managed to pull it off perfectly, and I applaud you for that. I will say, I know it must have been terrifying to see someone lose their mind, as well as get shot quite a few times, especially someone like Light, someone who had his whole future ahead of him, but became so corrupt with power and the concept of becoming a god of the new world. It's quite a shame. Maybe if he didn't become Kira in the first place, none of this would have happened. Me? I have witnessed death before. As a matter of fact, the SBK used to be bigger until some of our names were written in the notebook. It was before you joined us, yes. It was quite a blow to the investigation, but we still managed with what we had and came out on top. I'm sure the other SBK members are thankful you didn't try to betray us or take the investigation in a different direction. That's why we tried to select our members very carefully. Any sort of hint of betrayal, we kicked them out instantly. Maybe even report them to the police for trying to... Never mind. It doesn't matter. Really, it's nothing. Let's just say, I'm not very fond of the idea of betrayal, and I'm glad that you didn't go down that path like most people would. No, you weren't a distraction or dead weight. I'm not sure I've ever heard any of the other members say that about you. Did they? No, it's just how you felt. I'm sorry you had that feeling, but without you, Kira probably would have won, and we would all be dead by now. You should have more faith in yourself, and be proud of your accomplishments today. Not many people can say they have come face to face with a serial killer and lived to tell the tale. Although, I wouldn't make that something I would brag about either. But at least the biggest threat to this nation is gone. What are your plans now? The rest of us are going back to the United States, but I'm curious as to what you're going to do. Back to your studies. I hope you manage to graduate your classes with flying colors. But I do recommend you take up something in law enforcement. You're an excellent detective. You could put your skill to good use and keep your city safe. Why not? You helped crack the Kira case, the biggest case in the past few years. I'm sure the Japanese task force will 100% give you letters of recommendation, as well as the SPK members. I'll even write one for you personally. I feel as if you can thrive within law enforcement, or something along those lines. However, if that's not what you wish to do, that's fine too. I just hope whatever you plan to do makes you happy, and you are happy for every step of the way. You're welcome. You wish to keep in contact with me? I guess I could give you my email. I don't really have a personal cell phone. If you come by before we leave, I can give it to you then. I don't mind it at all. It may be weird to hear, but I trust you. I trust that you won't give it out to any other person. This may be a big mistake on my part, but I feel as though you're a good friend of mine. Yes, I consider you a friend. We may not be in the same country anymore, but with us keeping in contact, I hope we can give each other updates every now and then. My only friend I've had before was Mello, but he was very competitive, and that's what led to his downfall. It was very unfortunate, but even with his death, he was still helpful in solving the case. His recklessness was more helpful than I imagined. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you more about him some other time. For now, we should leave this place. Death lingers here, and I don't want to be in its presence anymore.